From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Vivo. Powered by Renault, Hike, Nestaway and Canara HSBC, Oriental Bank of Commerce Life Insurance.
Good evening and welcome. 194 days after Republic broke a series of secrets around Bofors, which is India's original scam. That original scam has been reopened. And much to the anger of the Gandhis and the silence of the Gandhis, this shocking and shoddy attempt to cover up the most brazen act of high-level political corruption in post-independence India has, ladies and gentlemen, been defeated. And today, in a historic move, 12 years after a Congress government broke every norm of propriety and ethics, with Manmohan Singh probably doing his political boss, Sonia Gandhi, a favor by deciding to help close Bofors. Bofors is back. And Bofors is back thanks to the intrepid and unstoppable reporting by the special investigative team here at Republic. Papers and facts brought to the forefront, weeks of uncovering facts and layers of research. But more than anything else, ladies and gentlemen, a group of journalists fighting cynicism here at Republic, a group of journalists fighting the corrupt here at Republic, and a group of journalists in our investigative team determined to reopen 35 years of lies and 35 years of conspiracy against the citizen of India. It's all being exposed. And a scam so dangerous that when fully uncovered, I can assure you, viewers, it will expose an international conspiracy involving Indians. Mark my words tonight, Indians ready to compromise national interest will be exposed. And viewers, politician after politician has asked us and our team at Republic, what is our motive behind wanting to unravel Bofors? They say, why do you want to bring the scam back? Our motive here is simple. We want those who are ready to sell national honor, ready to sell India's security, and ready to sell national interest for a price to be unmasked. We here at Republic strongly believe that these individuals should not be anywhere but in jail. They have no right to be in public office. They have no right to aspire to public office. These people must be thrown out and unmasked, and that is motive enough for us. Ladies and gentlemen, that's debate number 1. Republic reopens Bofors. The reopening of Bofors shocking some sections of the political fraternity tonight. Debate number 2, some whistleblowers paraded have now proven to be absconders. That's debate number 2. And here are the headlines. This Friday evening on the debate tonight. Prema Sridevi's Hirschman interview becomes the big Bofors turning point. The Central Bureau of Investigation relies on the Republic Bofors investigation. India's biggest scam has been reopened. The CBI moves to courts. Breaking news coming in. The Gandhis face a big setback before 2019. Exposed whistleblowers paraded by the Congress have questionable backgrounds. And in that lawyer case, did the Congress make a big political blunder? Big debate at 10 p.m. tonight.
The poorest 40% of India getting the benefit of our healthcare in chosen hospitals in the country itself. It's a mega scheme. It's the world's largest government-supported healthcare system.
And Jaitley's first post-budget interview on Republic responds to all his critics. And ladies and gentlemen, when we began investigating Bofors in July 2017, just 2 months after the launch of Republic, we knew that the truth would not be hidden for too long. We knew we would answer the cynics back. Tonight, I want to tell all of you that we are inching closer to the truth that has been hidden from this country for 32 years. The CBI has gone on an overdrive, and I have breaking news on this debate. We are just getting information here on our Republic news desk that the CBI has moved Bofors files in 2 courts, not one, the trial court and the Supreme Court. In fact, the CBI has gone on record to call Republic Investigations editor Prema Sridevi's interview with secret Bofors investigator Michael Hirschman the biggest development in the case. The story is back, the investigation is back, and the truth will be out tonight.
October 17th, 2017. An interview by Republic TV's Prema Sridevi sent shockwaves across political circles.
Michael Hirschman, the CEO and president of the Fairfax Group and also the person who co-founded Transparency International, is talking exclusively to Republic TV. Thank you, sir, for talking to us.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
A global legend in exposing corruption, a sleuth with an impeccable record, a man who probed Watergate and Bofors, Michael Hirschman. Revealing the darkest and most dirtiest secrets in Bofors.
I believe that the majority of it went into a bank account in Switzerland that was codenamed Mont Blanc. But unfortunately, when our work was uncovered, Rajiv Gandhi got very upset, and he established a Supreme Court commission to look into the circumstances surrounding VP Singh's hiring of us.
He named Rajiv Gandhi, spoke about secret Swiss bank accounts, and revealed how he was offered a bribe and threatened to clear influential names.
So there was a person called Latif Khan who tried to offer you a bribe.
Yes.
Can you enumerate?
Well, it was the first of several offers, and he came to me and offered me money to essentially stop the investigation. I refused, and then he brought some sort of spurious litigation, which was dismissed. There were 2 other attempts after that to get me to stop the investigation.
109 days later, that interview, the biggest one in Bofors so far, has become the basis of CBI's fresh plea in the Supreme Court.
13 years after the Delhi High Court judgment, in a rare move, the CBI moves the top court to reopen the Bofors boxes. They say they want to reopen the Bofors case because in a most significant development, Republic TV has shown investigations that have forced them to move the top court. They named the Hirschman interview. They say Hirschman has material to prove bribes were taken by powerful people.
32 years after Bofors was first broken, and 13 years after the Delhi High Court ordered closure, Republic TV's unrelenting investigation into India's biggest scam has forced the CBI to reopen Bofors.
Michael Hirschman had told Republic TV that he is willing to cooperate with the Indian agencies. And now the CBI sources have confirmed to us that they will also reach out to Michael Hirschman. Over 3 decades have passed since the controversial Bofors case, and all eyes are now at the Supreme Court to see if the Apex Court will admit the CBI's plea to reopen the Bofors case. With video journalist Parvez, this is Prema Sridevi for Republic TV.
I'd like to congratulate Prema Sridevi for that terrific impact, great story, relentless reporting. I'd like to congratulate Chitra Subramaniam, joining us today from Geneva in Switzerland for her relentless pursuit of a story and a tremendous partnership that has brought Bofors back. Everyone, Chitra, told us it wouldn't happen, but you know, when the truth is so strong, the truth gets you. I'd also like, first at the start, before I go across to Rhythm, who has breaking news, to explain Bofors for those who may not know. Because a large number of you would be perhaps under the age of about 35 or even 40. So you may have been too young or not even born when Bofors was broken. I will explain Bofors in the simplest way when the question is asked, what is Bofors and why should we care about Bofors? Viewers, Bofors is the biggest scam at the highest levels ever in Indian politics, involving public officials holding the highest positions in the country who are accused of selling national interest and national honor for a price and conspiring with a tainted foreign company, global capitals, and perhaps even people from Pakistan in conspiring where the funds should go or be received from. That is the level of the scam. Now, why should it be spoken about today? For a simple reason. Because we are being told, forget it. Don't care about it. To the people of India who don't know about it, they don't need to know. Hide the fact. Don't tell them who sold national interest. Don't give the names of the people who compromised with these companies. Don't tell us who out there was ready to sell the tricolor if necessary while swearing to uphold the Constitution. There is a massive cover-up on in this. The bigger reason why Bofors should be out today, and I say this with all seriousness, is because I think some of the biggest names in Indian politics, their names are going to tumble out of this, and their connections and the way they worked. And it's going to scare you when the full truth is out, because the great potential is there of a massive conspiracy within. Now I ask you in that context, should Bofors be back or not? Rhythm has breaking news right now, right on top, that there is a reopening of the trial in this case, that not just has the CBI reopened the case, but the CBI has moved the trial court on Bofors yesterday. Rhythm, with the breaking news first.
That's right, Arnab. So not only are we going to see Bofors' case of the 2005 judgment of the Delhi High that's going to be questioned in the top court, but this becomes so much more serious because this case is now going to be reopened at a trial stage. In fact, when they move the trial court, and I'm reading out from what they've told the Supreme Court yesterday, after going into that particular interview, they've said the CBI is moving the trial court. They're saying, taking cognizance of Republic's interview, we have decided to conduct a further investigation. Yesterday, we moved the trial court. On 17th of February, there's the next hearing in the case. That is so huge because any criminal case to come to a conclusion first needs to go to the trial court. The trial court will first give its verdict. It will then, if there's an appeal, come to the High Court, and finally it will reach its conclusion. If criminals have to be punished, it's a trial court that will actually give out a judgment. So there is no other way. So this really means finally, after this 32-year-old case, it means the CBI now means business. It means it's not only perfunctory that the CBI is moving in this appeal against a Delhi High Court verdict which gave a clean chit to Hindujas. It means they will actually try and unearth what happened when Bofors needed to be examined, the bribes, who the bribes were given to, who the powerful people there at the top were, Arnab.
Well, you know, this is a huge development, and the Congress has tried to keep a strong face today with its sources saying they are free to do so. It is the CBI's call. But the fact of the matter is that the Congress cannot get away with just opinions on the CBI appeal. It needs to give real answers to the people, or the people will give theirs in 2019. The question, therefore, is, let's open this up for debate today. Suneet Chopra, I feel sorry for you. You have sold your soul, and you've compromised your party stand.
You don't have to feel sorry for me.
You have.
You have seen.
I feel sorry for you.
Rajasthan and Gujarat have told the BJP about their corrupt rule in India.
And you're a partner to the corruption today. You have no ethics. You have no history. You have no memory of your own.
We are not.
You have no memory of your own.
Who are you to tell me about ethics? Who are you to tell me about ethics?
The absence of yours forces me to expose you further, Sunit Chopra, in 2004.
I am not at all opposed
in 2004,
to your
party came out with a statement. Your party came out with a statement.
I want to see.
Your party came out with a statement in 2004 saying that it is imperative that the Hindujas Kwataroki and Bofors executive Martin Odbro be pursued so that those guilty of one of the most glaring cases of corruption in independent India should be prosecuted and punished. And I feel sorry for you that having taken that position in 2004, you sold your soul in the last 13 years. The debate is open. I would like Prema and Chitra to freely come into the debate. I want to answer from Aman on this. And Prafulla Ketkar is also on the debate. Let people know. Let people know. Prafulla Ketkar, Prafulla and Sunit Chopra.
Who have sold their souls and ideology to communists. You know, neither Gujarat nor Rajasthan communists have any stakes. So it means that they have sold themselves to Congress and Congress type of corruption. And in Tripura they are going to see the same.
Not at
but
all.
Coming to the point, the real question is...
In Tripura, you will be washed out.
Manik Sarkar is not a very clean person and you know that very well. Don't divert the debate. Do you stand with the Bofors corruption? Do you stand with the Gandhis hiding this corruption? Do you stand with the Congress who used the then Foreign Affairs Minister to give a letter to Swiss authorities to close this case? Do you stand? Was the communists behind closure of this case?
What are you talking?
Have you forced this case to the trial level again? Please give explanation to the nation. Don't divert the debate.
Do you know how serious this is? A Prime Minister of India. The allegation is against. The allegation. Prema, let's tell the people tonight. Let's tell the people tonight what we are talking about. The allegation is that I want Prema to take this forward. The allegation is, it's intolerable. The truth is intolerable out here. Intolerable. The truth is so ugly. It's hideous. It's hideous. And let me get Prema into this. Prema, let's tell the people what the allegation is. The allegation is that Rajiv Gandhi represented all of India as the Prime Minister of India. And the allegation is by some people that he was the one who proposed kickbacks in the Bofors deal. So how can you brush it aside? Prema, putting this in context tonight. And feel free to come in after that. Sarvesh and Amalendu. Prema first. Prema.
Well, Arnab, even in the Sten Lindstrom interview, he had clearly spoken about what Martin Ardbo, the former president of Bofors, had told him about how there was a secret meeting between Rajiv Gandhi and all of Palme in which they were discussing the quid pro quo. They were discussing the kickbacks. In fact, Martin Ardbo himself had said that Rajiv Gandhi was trying to funnel payments to Sweden. We knew that Chitra Subramaniam and you spoke to Sten Lindstrom. And not only that, Arnab, today the CBI has taken cognizance of our interview of Michael Hirschman. And in this interview, Michael Hirschman has gone about talking about how Rajiv Gandhi tried to stall his investigation. He has spoken about how VP Singh very privately told him that he was shunted out of the government only because Rajiv Gandhi did not like the very fact that VP Singh had entrusted Michael Hirschman to investigate Bofors. In fact, Michael Hirschman also goes on to talk about the money trail. He says, I have the money trail.
Sarvesh, why are you interrupting? Sarvesh, why are you interrupting?
To the finance ministry.
No,
but I fail to understand what did the CBI and the finance ministry do with those documents, and the Congress, Arnab, right from 2007 when Quattrochi was arrested in Argentina, right from that time the Congress has been stalling this entire case. The CBI lost its case because the CBI deliberately did not provide a crucial document to the court in Argentina, which was required for the extradition, and therefore we lost the case. Following that, when the High Court had quashed the entire charges, when the CBI wanted to go to the Supreme Court, even at that time during the UPA regime, the UPA government denied permission to the CBI to go to the court.
Prema, one point.
Bharadwaj, he was the minister then.
Yeah, one point I want to add to this. And I will go this far but not further at this stage, Chitra, is that it has also been told by us, suggested to us, by one of our sources, that the father of a very important Indian political leader the father of a very important Indian political leader, played a role in arranging this. I'm not putting any names out right now because we are investigating. So it runs very deep. And Chitra knows, and Prema knows, we know what we are talking about. And that's why there is a cover-up. Because Chitra, I just want you to tell everyone tonight how deep the rot runs in this. And why we need to talk about this. And how much a struggle it has been for you to hold on to this and not see it exposed, and what the reopening of Bofors now means to you, with Sten Lindstrom and Michael Hirschman coming out in the open, and the case out there now being investigated. What does it mean to you today after all these years?
You know, for me, initially it's taken time to sink. But it's for me, you know, it's a group of reporters who've got together. I am older than Prema Sridevi and Ridhamanand Bharadwaj and everybody else. I'm sorry, I'm not getting all the names. But it's a group of reporters across 2 generations who are pursuing a story irrespective of any political party. So for me, it's a huge, huge, huge day. It's a huge success in terms of journalism. Now, I don't know where this is going to go, but that we've got this far as a team is I am extremely happy to be part of this team. Having said that, I want to come to this point that in the Hirschman interview, he said he would be part to Prema. He said he would be happy to help an investigation, which if it is not spurious, I think that's the word he used. I could be wrong, but I think he used that word. Now, you know, that's precisely the word which was used by a human being who leaked the Solanki document to me when our foreign minister came to Davos, and the excuse in that unsigned memo was that there was some kind of an investigation going on, and that everything else outside in India, including in Switzerland, was spurious. Therefore, this is a word that I think we should keep in mind. And let us not forget, as you said, Arnab, a generation of people who were young, that India was actually hiding and trying to protect a company which was involved in international arms smuggling. And our Prime Minister was protecting a company which was smuggling arms around the world.
Yes.
So this is not a small thing.
And our Prime Minister.
Is the Prime Minister of the world's largest democracy, in whom I had so much faith. Yeah. He had the huge mandate, much bigger than his grandfather, and he sold it for a pair of what? For just some little money here and there, and it's not little money. Point number 3 is that the account Mont Blanc. There were 3 accounts: Mont Blanc, Lotus and Tulip, and they were linked to another series of another cover called Pitco Moresco Muano. Now this is all available in the documents. We know the Hindujas were the earlier links to Mont Blanc. We don't know where the money went, but I think we have an extremely incriminating money trail in the documents in which are now available with India. And I just want to conclude my first round of comments by saying that the Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, he met the President of Switzerland, Mr. Berset, and the Prime Minister of Sweden, with whom we have excellent relations. All it needs is one phone call. And I'd like to remind you, Arnab, when you broke the story, when we first came out with Sten Lindstrom's interview, we got a response immediately from the Swedish Foreign Office saying that were India to ask for a request assistance, they would happily do so. This has never happened before. In the entire history of Bofors, nobody from Sweden has ever said this. So we are looking at something extremely important.
So viewers, if you're hearing this, what do I want you to hear? I simply want you to hear a story that has remained under wraps for almost 30 years. And I want to tell you, Chitra, that it is our pride and privilege to be able to partner with you. As you said, journalists across 2 generations. There are no generations, Chitra, that separate journalists. Prema and I and Rhythm, the whole team here at Republic is proud to be working with you on this. Now let this open up for debate. Rhythm, feel free to join the debate. The question now is, I want anyone on the program tonight to tell us, and let Aman come in, let Sumant come in, let anyone come in, why the people of India should be lied to anymore.
Yes.
Why lie to the people of India anymore about this? When the biggest scam involving the highest level of corruption is about to be opened, I want anyone tonight to say this is a good reason why nobody should ever know who cheated India.
Yes, Arnab.
Tell us. Yeah, go on. Who wants to open this debate?
Arnab, not
Okay,
only was
Aman and Sumant.
biggest
Aman and
and most
Sumant.
controversial scam of independent India,
Yeah, Aman.
but it was the biggest cover-up and organized loot where there were serious allegations against the top leadership of the Congress party for selling the national pride, for selling the national security of the country in lieu of bribes. And what, Arnab, I wish to compliment you and entire team at Republic TV for your remarkable investigative journalism and the disclosure which has come out of Mr. Hirschman's interview. They are very significant disclosures. And I just wish to, enunciate for the benefit of our viewers what Mr. Hirschman told to Ms. Prema Sridevi. And what he told was that he was offered bribes. He was given death.
Shame.
To, in order to influence him. Yes, that's shameful.
What a shame.
And that's coming from the top leadership of the Congress party. Not
Sarvesh.
only that, VP Singh was shifted from finance ministry to another
Sarvesh,
ministry.
Sumant, let's keep the debate going.
Disclosures, Arnab, if I may just complete, Arnab. These are very significant disclosures, and therefore I believe CBI has moved under section 173(8) for further investigation, because it is the duty of prosecution that the truth comes out before the whole entire nation. This was an issue
Open the
pertaining
debate
the
with
national
everyone on the
security
screen. Let's
of
go for the
country,
debate.
where
Sarvesh.
there were serious allegations against the top leadership of the Congress party at that point in time. And the truth needs to come out. The prosecution is duty bound to bring this to notice of the Supreme Court.
Arnab, what is...
Arnab, is it not intriguing that the government is choosing to go against the advice of the senior most law?
One of you. Sumant, please. Sumant, first Sumant.
No, that's incorrect.
Sumant.
Arnab, did the Attorney General advise the government to go not to file an appeal, or advise
No.
the CBI not to file an appeal? Despite that, why are they disregarding the advice of
Incorrect.
Venugopal
He has never,
and deciding to go
in fact,
ahead?
he has never said. He in fact said that there was merit in this case,
extensively
and
reported.
this was only
In fact,
a question of which procedure to be adopted.
the filing of the appeal
I'm
assumes
sorry, you are
significance. The
absolutely
Attorney
incorrect,
General
and
K.K.
you are
Venugopal
misrepresenting.
recently advised the
Attorney General
agency
never said
against
that no
moving a
appeal should be
petition
filed.
against the
He
High Court
only
verdict
said
after the
that
delay
Supreme
of
Court
12
is already
years.
seized of the matter, and CBI
No,
can
it's in
participate in those
it's in
proceedings.
multiple-
And what you are saying is absolutely contrary to the opinion which
Sir,
has been
excuse
opined by
me.
learned Attorney General.
No, one sec.
No,
He has never said that there was no
are
merit in
these
the
news
matter.
reports
Where are you-
incorrect?
where are you
I'm
deducing this
reading from
He
Times
has
of
in
India,
fact said
Economic Times.
that Supreme Court is
All
seized
of
the
them have
matter,
reported. Okay.
And CBI can go and
I appeal to you, Sumant, not
Okay,
to
this is
come
a PTI
uninformed
report.
into the
So
debate.
PTI is reporting
Sumant,
incorrectly.
I appeal to you tonight not to come uninformed into the
PTI
debate. Please,
No, don't tell me.
please.
I'm reading.
I appeal to you.
PTI report.
I appeal to you to conceal your ignorance. Conceal your ignorance.
I appeal to you, Arnab. I am reading a PTI report.
I want to come in between now. Some wrong facts have come.
What PTI?
Wrong facts have come.
Come in.
What PTI?
Where were Amanji?
What PTI?
Where were he? Where was his brother?
One second. Sumant and Ajay Agarwal. 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 My question to you is, please do not. No, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 minute. Sumant and Ajay Agarwal. Sumant and Ajay Agarwal. Please, can I? Thank you, gentlemen. Calm down, everyone. Calm down. Sumant and Ajay Agarwal, calm down. I can't handle 5 of you shouting together. First of all, Sumant must be countered for his incorrect information. And Sumant and Ajay Agarwal, please. Amalendu, I cannot.
PTI report.
He said,
if the camera can show this, you're welcome to see it.
Can I, Ajay, 1 minute, wait. Ajay, wait 1 minute. Ajay, wait. PTI. What PTI? Did PTI break Bofors? Did PTI interview Sten Lindstrom? Did PTI interview Hirschman? Did PTI break the story? 1 minute. So don't tell me about some sundry news agency. My question is, no. 1 second. You're talking to the channel that broke Bofors, so please be careful. Second point. When you are unaware of facts, you must know that on the basis of new evidence, the CBI...
I'm sorry.
You know what?
These are the reported facts.
You have nothing. You know what? Reported facts by a news agency. You're talking to journalists who've broken Bofors. What are you talking about, right? Listen to me. On the basis of new evidence, the CBI approached the Attorney General again, seeking permission to file appeal, and the Attorney General gave permission orally to the agency to file appeal. So speak with information. Speak with information. Ajay Agarwal now.
When did the Attorney General?
Ajay Agarwal and Sarvesh. One second. Ajay Agarwal. Ajay.
Yes, earlier also Attorney General did not say that SLP should not be filed. In fact, that Attorney General has said that additionally the CBI is any event a party respondent in the criminal appeals.
ये बताएं कि 2000 से 2005 तक किसकी सरकार थी?
Before the Supreme Court, which were filed by a private respondent Ajay Agarwal, challenging the very same judgment of the High Court. Thus the matter is still alive, and the opportunity for the CBI to present the case before the Supreme Court is not entirely lost.
Viewers, you're 1 minute, just a minute, both of them out. I want to say something to viewers, hear me for a minute. Viewers, hear me. I want to tell you how serious this is. None of the panelists here are aware of the full details of the facts which we are reporting tonight. What is the fact? The fact is that 6 months back, Republic TV put out details of a secret note. And Rhythm and Prema can corroborate me on this. There was a secret note, Chitra reported as well, of how Rajiv Gandhi invited the top Bofors bosses to India. And they met and had a secret meeting. And after the secret meeting, the Congress government got a clean sheet. For whom? For Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi, any Gandhi, for the any Gandhi family. 1 second. It is not allegations. You have nothing. You know no information. There was a note. Sumant Raman. 1 minute. Surit Chopra. There was a note in which the Congress government got a clean sheet from a tainted company for Rajiv Gandhi and his entire family. Why does the Indian Prime Minister allow a private tainted company and an investigation to give a clean sheet to his family members? You're not going to explain this to me tonight.
Helicopter deal is the same thing.
I can't believe you now. I don't know whether you will.
Amalendu
and Aman Sinha. Amalendu and Aman Sinha.
Of independent India, was it not the biggest massive cover-up indulged by the Congress top leadership and an organized loot by the Congress party?
और मैं सवाल कर रहा हूं, मेरे सवाल का अभी तक जवाब नहीं आया कि अरुण जेटली फरवरी 2004 में कानून मंत्री थे जिस समय दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट का फैसला आया। सवाल यह है कि सीबीआई ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अपील क्यों नहीं की उस समय? ये जवाब दिया जाए हमको। मिस्टर लिंड स्टॉर्म ने जॉर्ज फर्नांडिस रक्षा मंत्री थे तब पत्र लिखा था।
जो है आखिरी फैसला आया और उस समय यूपीए की पहले आप अपने फैक्ट
जवाब दिया जाए इस बात का।
बोफोर्स केस को
आपके इंफॉर्मेशन ठीक करा लीजिए।
नेहरू का तो के क्या संबंध है?
किसने क्लोज किया बोफोर्स केस को? सोनिया गांधी जी बैठी हुई थी यूपीए की चेयरमैन बनकर।
बोफोर्स सौदा हुआ वो आजकल कहां है? नहीं हमको बताया जाए ना सुखराम कहां है आजकल? सुखराम कहां है? रक्षा राज्य मंत्री थे जो बोफोर्स सौदे।
अरे सुखराम जी को छोड़िए ना, गांधी फैमिली को पूछिए ना।
नहीं क्यों छोड़िए सुखराम जी को?
गांधी को पूछिए ना। कहां गया क्वार्टरोची का पैसा? कहां गया कमीशन का पैसा? डोंट डाइवर्ट द डिस्कशन।
कहां है सुखराम? जवाब दीजिए सुखराम कहां है? और जवाब दीजिए अरुण जेटली ने क्यों नहीं फाइल करवाई?
सुखराम जी गए, राहुल गांधी सेंसेक्स की चिंता करते हैं।
फरवरी 2004 में कानून मंत्री अरुण जेटली।
पूछिए भैया ये पैसा कहां गया?
2004 में कानून मंत्री अरुण जेटली।
वो डॉक्यूमेंट कैसे हुए, ये करप्शन कैसे हुआ,
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में गई,
करप्शन
सीबीआई क्यों नहीं गई सुप्रीम कोर्ट में?
अमलेंदु मेरी बात सुनिए, अमलेंदु मेरी बात सुनिए, अमलेंदु मेरी बात सुनिए. I want 1 minute. Prema, I'll throw it over to you. Prema, I'll throw it over to you. अमलेंदु मेरी बात सुनिए, अमलेंदु मेरी बात सुनिए. Don't shout, अमलेंदु. I want to speak to Amalendu, not everyone together. Thank you very much, please. Prema, I'm just coming to you. Amalendu, 1 minute. Amalendu, Prema, 1 minute. Prema, 1 minute. Just coming to you. चिल्ला रहे हैं आप मुझे बताइए, बोफोर्स के बॉक्सेस कहां हैं? बोफोर्स के कागज कहां हैं? जिन राजनीतियों का नाम है कागज 1997 से इस देश में है, 20 साल से बॉक्सेस कहां हैं?
कहां है वो कागज? मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कागज कहां है? अरुण जेटली की सरकार है, क्यों नहीं निकली ये बॉक्स से? कानून मंत्री है, कहां है वो कागज? रही है राम जेटली की कानून मंत्री है.
1 minute. Can they also answer what happened when their additional solicitor general went to open the boxes of photography?
Viewers, 1 minute.
Why were his bank accounts refrozen?
This is viewers, can be best described in one 5-letter word, Prema. 5-letter word, I'll tell you, this describes the reaction we are getting tonight. And that 5-letter word is panic. P-A-N-I-C. Prema, can you tell us why all these panelists on the program today, if indeed Bofors is of no relevance, why all of them are in panic today, Prema? Why are they in panic?
Because if you shout about
Arnab, it's being asked why is it that the CBI did not go before the Supreme Court, but the CBI went before the Supreme Court in 2005. They wanted to go, but they were denied that permission by the UPA government. And Arnab, people are not very comfortable today. People are not very comfortable today because a former Prime Minister was involved. Arnab, how many people are talking about?
Three people on the screen, please. Please, come on.
Arnab, a former Prime Minister's name has been taken by Sten Lindstrom. His name has been taken by Martin Ardbo. It has been taken by Michael Hirschman. It has been taken by even a former CBI Director AP Mukherjee, who said that Rajiv Gandhi wanted the commissions to be paid. And he wanted these commissions to be exclusively used for the Congress party. He has written a book on it and he speaks about his meeting with the Prime Minister then. So very clearly it's not only the former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, but we also need to question the Congress.
And who says here today, Sarvesh? 1 minute. Amalendu a minute. Amalendu a minute. Now, 1 second. Just 1 minute. Michael Hirschman's claims. Now, I want to tell you why people are in panic today, Prema. You know what? Because when the full truth of Bofors explodes, then each person like Sumant who is saying, it's too old, let's not talk about it, will have nothing to explain because there is a Pakistani connection to this, viewers. Michael Hirschman had said that there was a Pakistani president of a shadowy Pakistan-linked bank who met a top Indian official with a large briefcase, and subsequently his bank was reinstated, and he links all of this to Bofors. So the question will also be asked then, why did the CBI not investigate Bofors? Because when the can of worms opens up, the illegalities go beyond India to Pakistan as well, not just Sweden or Switzerland.
Because
that is right, Arnab. In fact, he said that they used to visit
do
with
this
large
right now.
suitcases.
Where were they?
Pakistani-oriented bank, their officials used to visit
Why not now?
the top functionaries of the Indian government.
So
Would you believe
it's
this?
just false
and is
false
this not
claims.
a matter which needs to be investigated?
Why not? The same thing was done when BJP was in government.
What do you mean by false claims? How do you know? How can you pass a judgment
Vishwanath
over that?
Pratap Singh ruled this country. He won this election on the same name. He won this election in the name of Bofors. And when he came to power, he did nothing. And this gentleman who is too old, I don't know whether he is insane or not, but he cannot say anything.
Please understand.
You have more faith in Hirschman than you have
You are afraid when the questions are raised against Nehru Gandhi family. Why don't you ask Why don't you want Mr. Rahul Gandhi to answer these questions?
This is wrong.
Why his father and mother protected and promoted Quattrochi?
So there are, you ask Vajpayee's government, you ask Arun Jaitley who was part of the government, why don't you ask them? Why didn't they took action when they were in power? Why you are not asking them? आप उनसे पूछिए ना. ये बहाने जब भी कोई आफत आती है तो आप ये जुमला लेके बैठ जाएंगे. This just to attack them. This is so bad.
Do you understand?
So you have given a bad. So you know that the India is not happy with the budget. So you have come with a new jumla now. Every time you will try to bring new thing, and this is all created thing. Shame on you.
Government gave the closure in the High Court. Please understand, it was the UPA government who botched up the case. That's why it is coming back again.
You have very less knowledge. In 2005,
to the
when the High Court judgment came, BJP was in power.
I also want to make one point. I wish to make one point. I wish to make one point, please, viewers. Beyond all this, just can I speak to the viewer for a second? This case is also believed to be linked to several major global political assassinations. One of the reasons for the cover-up in the Bofors case has also been the open involvement of the mafia. Chitra will corroborate this. Several global political assassinations, the elimination of people who have been whistleblowers in the case, large amounts of money, Prema, passing through shadowy Pakistani banks, hawala transactions, deals made on foreign soil, compromising the security of India. Knowing all of this, people like Sunit Chopra...
Can I come in here, Arnab?
Now say, let's not talk about it. Yes, please. Chitra, please. Please go on. Chitra and Prema.
I think I've lost the audio link.
No, go on. I can hear you. I can't hear. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I lost the link there. Prema.
Arnab, Michael Hirschman very clearly talks about the BCCI angle. He says that his source, a very important source to him, had once.
By the way, I just want to explain the BCCI angle means Bank of Credit and Commerce International, a bank with Pakistani links, not the cricket board. Please, just a correction on that in case anyone gets it wrong. Please go on. Yes, Prema.
He says, Arnab, I'm just reading it out. He says, when BCCI officials were arrested, the president of the BCCI flew down from Pakistan and he was carrying a huge briefcase with him and met Rajiv Gandhi, and soon within the next 48 hours the officials were released. And then he says, a source then told me that BCCI president had paid off Rajiv Gandhi. So look at this, Arnab, there is this dubious bank in Pakistan which whose president comes to India and then he offers a bribe, allegedly offers a bribe according to Hirschman to Rajiv Gandhi. And the allegations are so serious. So we have a Pakistan connection here. We also have the confession of Hirschman where he says that I was threatened not once, twice, but thrice. I was threatened with dire consequences. They told me that I will get killed. And then he says when the Thakkar Natarajan Commission was set up by Rajiv Gandhi and he wanted to come to India and testify, he again got a mystery phone call where the person allegedly who called him said that if you come to India and testify before the commission, we will kill you.
Okay.
So finally, now after so many years, Michael Hirschman has come out in the open, Arnab, and now it remains to be seen whether the CBI is really, the CBI has told the Supreme Court that they have the intent, but it
viewers,
to be seen I shall actually reach out to these people
I shall have to close at this point. I shall have to close at this point only for want of time, and I know I haven't spoken much to Ajay Agarwal, but we'll get his comment later. There's just one word I want to say before this. There are cases like Bofors and Sunanda. Sunanda's murder and Bofors, and the one thing similar to both is there are people who are heaving a sigh of relief, feeling that the cover-up has been done. There are people who believe that the Sunanda murder cover-up has almost been perfectly done, and they hate the fact that we are trying to open it back. They try to put pressure, we'll fight them back. There are people who've heaved a sigh of relief that Bofors has been closed up. They hate the fact that we are following it up. we're going to follow that as well. So both in Sunanda and in Bofors, we shall see justice happen. The investigations are only opening up. I thank you for your support, and back with debate number 2 on the other side.